The Justice Department this week released a long-awaited report on Ferguson, Missouri's police department. The investigation was prompted by the killing of Michael Brown last year and the public outrage over the non-indictment of Officer Darren Wilson. The report revealed what Ferguson residents already knew, that there is a systematic pattern and practice of routine violations of the constitutional rights of African Americans by police. Further, Ferguson's municipal court treats the community as a cash cow, a source of revenue. The DOJ already released internal emails from officials revealing a thread of naked racism running through the department. Ferguson Mayor James Knowles III announced that one officer was fired and 2 others are under investigation for the emails. The DOJ has made dozens of specific recommendations that it plans to hold the department to, but on the same date that the report was released, federal investigators announced separately that Darren Wilson would face no federal charges in Brown's death. The report prompted more protests this week in Ferguson, at which at least 4 people were arrested. Brown's parents reacted to the report, saying that they were disappointed by the failure to charge Wilson. They are separately pursuing a civil rights case against him. Joining me in studio today is Jody Armour. He is the Roy P. Crocker Professor of Law at the University of Southern California. He's the author of many books, including Negrophobia and Reasonable Racism. Welcome to Uprising, Jody.
Good to be back with you, Samara.
Thanks so much for joining us. Well, there's so much to talk about. Let's first talk about the report. African Americans, who are 67% of Ferguson's population, comprise 93% of all arrests, 85% of all drivers stopped, and 90% of all citations between 2012 and 2014. There's really no other way to look at these statistics, is there?
Sadly, there is. The right has argued for a long time there's another way to look at these statistics, and they are evidence of a failure of personal responsibility by black folks, and so it's their own damn fault. So that's been the spin, and this report needs to be looked at against that background, that if black people would just stop the black-on-black violence, if they'd stop the irresponsibility, Bill Cosby with the pound cake speech, famous pound cake speech. If I've looked in a window and I've not taken pound cake when I was hungry, I just had personal responsibility. Chris Rock, in one of his famous routines, kicked off his career, I love black people, but I hate N-words. N-words, any black who does a crime, right? So there's been this personal responsibility script that's been playing out a long time, and that's what this is really all about, that alternative explanation, or is this the better explanation?